And I'm thinking of this great German expert in ancient Greek language and literature, Friedrich August Wolff, W-O-L-F. He published in 1795 an essay on how to edit the Homeric text. And he already saw that there must be a system underlying that text. And it seems easier when the medieval manuscript tradition has traces of everything you're studying. But I thought I would focus on an example where what Wolff found is not in any of the medieval manuscripts, not even in this beautiful manuscript that we see in the background, which is our favorite manuscript. It's in what we would say in the trade, Iliad 18. I would like to add Rhapsody 18, and it's in lines 603 through 606 of the edition as Wolff printed it in 1804 when he edited the Iliad and published it. The scene is a festival. Everybody's having a great time. Boys and girls are dancing together, and they're even holding each other's wrists, which you don't find very many other places. The merriment, the happiness, the joy, and yes, the pleasure is so intense that the poetic language keeps pointing to the pleasure of the event. And in the middle of this scene of merriment where boys and girls are dancing, and then it turns out an appreciative crowd is surrounding them, in the middle is a singer of songs. And he is playing on a very specialized virtuoso string instrument, a pharynx. And everybody gets the greatest rush of not just pleasure, but the beauty that causes the pleasure. The problem is that the singer in this medieval manuscript tradition is missing. Oh, he should be right here. There should be another part to the line, then there should be another line, and then you should have this. It's not there. And Wolff managed to reconstruct this missing piece by looking at quotations from the ancient world. Here goes, starting at line 603. A huge crowd stood around the place of the song and dance, choros, that rouses desire, and they were feeling delight. In their midst sang and danced a divine singer, playing on the special lyre. Two special dancers among them were swirling as he led the singing and dancing in their midst. What I like is the interactiveness here, that there's the lead singer. In terms of hierarchy, he's definitely the authoritative one, but then he's flanked by two master dancers, and they're all surrounded by a singing and dancing group who are participating, and then there's an appreciative crowd around them. And to me, this is the model for Homeric reception, and I'm using the word reception in an oral traditional context where you start receiving the moment the performance happens. You hit the ground running. The cognition starts right away. So let's do it again. This time it's the shorter version, and there are lots of words missing. A huge crowd stood around the place of the song and dance that rouses desire, and they were feeling delight. Two special dancers among them were swirling as they led the singing and dancing in their midst. What's missing in this picture? The master singer. And there are reasons for explaining why in the evolution of Homeric poetry there could very well have been a phase where you want this master singer to be eliminated. because he's doing too many things. We're now used to reading Homeric poetry as a text. It's not something that involves specialized dancers or boys and girls holding each other's wrists and dancing in a circle. It's more simple, just as in still later times it becomes even more simple. By the 2nd century CE, intellectuals like Plutarch and Pausanias, people that the three of us deeply respect, simply said Homer wrote it down. Fine. We have to take that just as seriously as when Plato and Aristotle, many centuries earlier, this is in the 4th century, say that Homer made it. They never say Homer wrote. So you see, we're dealing with a medium system, though it is, that changes over time. And again, our task is to describe historically and accurately what those changes are, as well as what the consistencies are.